Welcome back to Factorio. I'm River, and I have been doing a little bit of work off camera, mostly just researching and letting some time pass. I don't want to do anything that's too new. I put in, if we look at our map, a few more walkways along here. So this will be our corridor. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. Sort of all lobbed into pollution, isn't it? So, in any event, so I've got a walkway all the way over here to where the iron is, and I kind of have it over here to where this oil is. Eventually, we'll need uranium, and it'd be nice to have those things a little close to get started. And eventually, we'll have. I was thinking about it. I'm not sure exactly how we'll do it. I'd like this to sort of be more of a bus than a train depot, so we might end up having our trains come up here until we get landfill, which is not that far away. We can, what do you call it? Like maybe fill in some of this water that's up here. I think that's water. Pretty much looks like water. Somewhat with the train. This is the mod. There is a mod that's like adding different trains here, so that is an issue. Now another thing is to note, like if we were playing not on peaceful, we would be having attacks. So I do want to come out of here just to, for the sake of some realism, go up there and attack these villages and eliminate them. And maybe we'll tend to make that a semi-rule, like any place that we would pollute. We'll maybe try to make it a priority, but we're not quite, well, we could do it. I did research, if we come in here to our researches, let's go down to the bottom so you guys can get an idea what I researched. I researched cars and oil. I think we had already had the trains and engines done, so we can build ourselves a car. But I also got electric distribution done. Automation too, I think we had done, and I did get armor, and I got a couple of the bullet upgrades, which are nice to get at this point. Might even go for the next one, if depending on what we're researching. So at this point, what I'm really heading towards, let's come up. Well, here it is. Can we see it? Yeah, I want to get to this cliff explosives. So we need to do sulfur processing and regular explosives, which is, they're both good things to get. And cliff explosives is a little bit of its own dead end, but at least we'll be able to get rid of some of these cliffs and lay out our base like we want to. So I don't think there's anything else in here. I mean, there's, we want it all type thing. It would be nice to get radars set out. One of the reasons I got a car so we can go driving around, probably off camera, and like explore a little bit more of the map. I'd like to get, before I really start building a train thing, I'd like to get a better idea of how the map is going. So there you go. Eventually I'd like to get the military science going. Now, I did have a question about how close is this to vanilla? And it was from Mattis. And he said that, well, I don't really know how to answer the question. I would say that there are definitely some differences. Like, these motors seem different. Now, I will go on the assumption that all of these changes are caused by the AAI industry mod. And one of the big things that's different is these require these blue motors versus, things require these blue motors or these yellow motors versus like just maybe the coils, in other words. So in other words, I think we're going to be using a lot less of those coils, maybe. Again, I haven't played it, so I don't know. We'll be learning together. Like, for example, if I'm remembering, it's probably been over a year since I really played vanilla. But like these needed coils, right? And they still do. So why are we? Oh yeah, there they are. So, but they didn't. I don't remember them needing like wood or stone tablets. I'm forgetting what else they might have needed to make these. But in any event, we're making green circuits and we're making everything we need. So I'm not 100% sure how to answer that question, because as we get into more and more other stuff, I think that it's going to be, a lot more difficult for me. Like it could be like extremely different from the vanilla. So at this point, I'm not finding it to be overly complicated compared to the vanilla. A little bit of choices, or a little bit of difference, but not nothing drastic at this point. You can see I got my nanobots going, so I cleared out a bunch of trees using nanobots, and then I added a bunch more miners to this while we were sitting around waiting. And so that way we've got full belts. Now I haven't upgraded the furnace operation area, but I kind of want to I think we're doing fine on making stuff. It's not as fast as it could be. This is not a speed run. But then at some point, I don't know how I did it, but one of these belts got turned, so this boiler wasn't running. But I didn't notice that. I went and checked our power supply, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost out of power. So I built even 2 more of these burners, which is fine. We'll need them in the long run. But then, after putting them in, at some point I noticed there was no coal coming here. I guess because we were starting to use more coal, so it was only on one line. And then when I started paying attention to the coal, I noticed this one wasn't getting it, and I just turned the belt the right way, and it's back to normal. But you can see we're certainly using it more on one side than the other. But I put a couple more miners in there, so we should be okay until we run out of coal. And that's probably my biggest concern overall, is that we would run out of things. What else did I do? I put the walkways in. I told you about the power, the miners. Oh, and I did build 2 more labs. And then there was 2 other problems. So we got, 4 more labs. So we've got some more labs working on our stuff. It's just taking way too long. And we're kind of keeping up with it, if you notice. So I don't know if you can see that from way back there, but we're pretty much keeping up with our red and green science, even with the 4 labs, which at some point we might want to get the lab upgrade, the research speed upgrade. And there was a couple other problems. You might notice that I ran down a copper line straight through here. So this line doesn't have it just has the green on it. So there's definitely some things that we would like to improve, but I think we'll hold off on making any mall layout improvements until we can get rid of this cliff. Like, for example, in this area, I would like to start doing, one of the things I'd like to get, you can see down here, I have the small wood poles, which is fine, and then the medium electric poles. But I'd also like to get the big poles so that we can run power more easily over to our oil and our iron and even up to our copper. And then I did go around and replace some of those wood poles in this area, so it's a little bit more cleaned up. That's really the reason for getting these bigger poles, is situations like this where you can power that guy on the other side from this. Well, he might be getting powered from, he's getting powered from here. But anyway, so you just, that extra range really helps when it comes to setting up these factories. You could definitely do more. So what I was looking at is we want to get the big poles. So let me come in here to E and we'll look here. So we need steel and copper, and more importantly, in a sense, those are the medium ones. Sorry, the big poles. I was going to say that it looked like the same recipe. We need concrete. So in order to make concrete, we need to set up an actual factory. Now, there was another comment that I got about dropping things on the ground. If I come in here and pick up, the problem I had was I picked up these factories directly from the inventory for whatever reason, right? And whether I put one down or not, if I just clicked on there, it didn't put it away. But if you click a second time, it does. Now, if I pick it up from here, see that? So that's what was confusing me. What happened there? Why don't we have... Did I delete something? No, it seems like everybody lost power. Why does everyone not have power? You've got coal. Do you have water? Doesn't really tell us water. I'm confused. Did I cut the power off? What did I do? I mean, these guys should definitely have power, if anybody, right? We were just looking at the power. It seems fine. I did change this. Yeah, there's no water. Oh. We're not getting attacked, are we? Can I just repair that guy, or is it too late? Yeah, it's too late for the... Yeah, let's come in here and get ourselves another offshore pump. So was that a meteorite landed, I guess? What is this? I don't know what that is. I can't do anything with it. Oh, maybe that is that the remains of a pole? Yeah, so this is sort of an issue. Let's fix this guy up. I guess we could put. Yeah, I guess that's because meteorites landed. Well, that's a thing, huh? Yeah, you know what? Let's. Oops, went in there. All right, so let's go back up here. So we have to fire up our temporary power getter. Yeah, that's kind of a big issue, isn't it? Well, I'm glad we saw that on camera. It's the kind of thing I probably would have straightened out. Oh, you know what? We're going over here. I need a bit of coal. Now here's where it's nice to have this chest. All right, so we got one piece of coal. Should be enough, I hope. All right. Okay. Yeah, well, that's. I guess we need to consider ash meteorites landing. Okay. Well, good. I mean, not good, but I think you get the idea. All right. So there we go. So we've covered everything. We want to get concrete. And before I keep talking too much, let's go and come back to here and look at the recipe for concrete. As I said, small concrete. There it is. So we need sand, iron, sticks, stone, and water. And we got stone here and sand here. And the iron sticks are just right over here. And then water should be coming up to our power plant so we can grab that from over here. So I'm thinking what we do is just put it... do we want a big one? No, let's just... Well, you know what? Yeah, let's start getting into the bigger ones. All right, if I did this, then we can get sand into it from here. Let's, yeah, concrete. All right, so we'll be able to put sand in. We need to rotate it. All right, and then we'll get water in. Worked out reasonably well, didn't it? So let's do that. That. So now we should have water in there. Oh, we got sulfur processing done. Excellent. Yeah, so let's just go with explosives. You can see why I get that research done ASAP, just because that's... There we go. So we got that, and then we're going to need... this, and then then we're gonna need iron sticks, which shouldn't be too bad. Let me go here, and you know what, I'm gonna just keep jumping. And do we want to... Yeah, I think I want to do this here. No, I could go down one more. All right, so then now we can go... all right, and that should get us our iron sticks. Let's put... I think we're ready for power. Yeah, see, if we put this guy just right here, it'll cover most of it. And that guy would cover all that, and we can get rid of that pole. Right, and then, what were you doing? Oh, you were getting brick, so we can't... You know what we're going to do? There we go. So we should be making concrete. Now, what we need to do, let's go take a look at what we're really making, is these poles. So we're going to need steel and copper cable, iron sticks again, concrete. So we have steels all the way on the other side. We're not bringing it... weren't we bringing steel over this way? Yeah, we do have steel over to here. We could actually come to here with the way this is, but I don't know that I like that. So I'm just trying to see, is there a good place to put this? Well, we have the bricks right here, but that would be hard to get it over to here. I do kind of want it in line with the mall. Like we could maybe just... Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of coming like right here, and then let's go down to the end. All right, because we have the iron, sticks, and steel right here. So if we were to... Yeah, we should talk about upgrading all of these. All right, let's just put out 3 more. So I wouldn't mind at this point doing like these electric poles, and these need kind of the same thing. They're all going to need copper cable, which we could just make more copper cable down here. Iron sticks and concrete. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, let's do this. Let's take, just even though it's a little bit weird combination, I'm just going to jump that now for as far as I can. We got explosives done. Good. Cliff explosives. Yeah, that'll be a big help for things like that, these cliffs that I have around here. So we still have a lot of work to do, which will be the main thrust of this episode if we ever get there. All right, so what I wanted to do, sorry, let me come back up here, is put these bricks onto here so we get the bricks down there. Now the problem's going to be we need to get the concrete down to there. All right, so if we were to come like this, I think I'd want to do a chest. And of course, let's just use a little pole. Because we'll be getting, well, whatever. They're cheaper, and I'm a little worried about our iron at this point. So, not sure if too much else will ever need this concrete, but at least we're making it. All right, so let's come down here. And then this needs to come down. And then... yeah, here's where, I'll show you something that's nice. Even though we don't need it, we're going to upgrade that belt to red, right? I'm going to break this, and then if you look, this guy can reach a lot further. And part of that is a mod that I have, but I think they all reach a little bit further, but the mod lets us really reach kind of far, like in that situation. And the reason I did that was because I want to do this and this. So even though we don't need the green circuits here necessarily, we'll have them. All right, so that should be a lot of what we need. Then let's take this and run it down. Yeah, so what are we going to make here? Do we want to make wood poles? Let's see, is it going to be... the only one that's going to need concrete is this last one. So maybe we'll make the big poles here. All right, we need copper cables for any one of these. And then we're going to make the medium poles here, sort of backwards in some ways of looking at it. And then, yeah, I think I'd like to... or do we want to just go with the iron ones? Yeah, let's go with the iron ones here. Eventually, it'll be easier than wood, I think. And we could always maybe throw a wood one over here. All right, so let's see what we have to do to get... yeah, stuff in. So, yeah, I almost want to go further. Yeah, we really don't need the iron here. This is the kind of thing that we might put. I'm just going to put this one further down, like 2 spaces. This is the kind of thing that probably should be relocated in the future. And then that way... see, things like this are imbalanced in a sense. So that'll at least take care of like these needs. Oh wait, you know what? The only one of them needs the bricks. Oh wait a minute. Do we need bricks here at all? I'm not quite sure. What am I doing? No, we don't need that at all, do we? Sorry. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, no, this just got brought down for I don't know exactly what reason. We don't seem to be having a lot of bricks coming, do we? No, what's going on with our bricks? All right, let's expand this. I had done it this way just to where I had one chest that was supplying and the other one's not. Just so that I always had some bricks, but I'd rather them all get the attention. All right, so now the problem is, yeah, I think what I'd like to do, let's see, can we put like right here, I want to make copper cables, and if we come down, let's zoom in a little bit, like this way. No, that's the wrong side for that guy. So I was hoping to be able to put the copper cables maybe right on this, because I think that's the only thing coming down this way. Yeah, if I did, no, that still wouldn't work. I would have to do. Let me get rid of that and that. Yeah, I'd have to do something like. No. No. What am I doing? I want you to go on the other side. There we go. All right, there we go. So now it's on the other side. So if we did have copper cables coming off of here, we could do that, right? Well, it's getting complicated. But now we need the copper to go by this guy, which means, let's do this. This is so ugly. All right, we're going to do this. And then bring that guy to there. And we're going to get copper coils. I keep saying cables. I think they're called coils. No, they are called cables. Right, so we should have copper cables coming there. Might as well power. Yeah, no, you won't reach both. Yeah, you should be fine there. And then all of these guys are going to need the copper cable. So I guess we will run this back again. All the way over to here. All right, and we'll do this, and then this, and that. Yeah, we'll see. We could put this one like here, here, and here for future. All right, and then you're going to need these. All right, so this guy now has copper cables. He needs iron, sticks, and steel, which we'll bring in. And I know we'll have to make improvements to this. Like I said, we'll spend an episode or some time getting this like how we want it. Oh, you need iron plates, don't you? You need to get in a recipe. No, you got sticks and all. So then now, what we need to do is, yeah, I really don't like that. I don't like when I block the chests with a pole. So we'll move those poles in a second here. Yeah, let's get rid of. You know what, we'll put it here. Hopefully that'll be fine. Good, we got cliff explosives. Yeah, so now what I'd like to do, what do we need for... I need an empty barrel. I think we have the ability to make an empty barrel. We need a grenade. Okay, which is fine with me because I would like to get our military science going and get more militarized. What do we want for the next... Yeah, nanomod speed I'm okay with. Is there a next big goal? Yeah, fuel refining. Yeah, that's definitely a next good goal. Okay, so we should be... What are you not happy about? Oh, you need small iron electric poles. Oh, good. Well, that was the right call then for more than one reason. Cool. But what we really are after is getting more of these big guys, which I'm going to put right in that spot. All right, there we go. All right, so let's head back up here. Is our bricks? Yeah, our brick seems to be building back up. I'm going to put these guys in here. I'm running out of room. Good, but we just want to be making bricks so we can do more paving and whatnot. So there we go. So was not hypercritical, and we can always do something like this, right? Get some of these on the make. And then the other thing that we're going to want to make while we're running around is some of these pump jacks. So what do we need more of? We need more steel. So let's head back up and get some more steel. We're pretty good. Let's get a few more while we're here at the mall. We'll get restock. What else are we low on? Nothing. I'll probably use a few more belts. Yeah, we're definitely going to make an improvement or two to this. All right, and then we're going to need some train tracks at some point here. But I don't know about today. So the real goal for today is to see what we can do with the oil production. Because we're going to need that oil production to get the cliff explosives. And just, I'm sure it's other things. All right, so I did put a chest. Now, this is something else. I put a chest here, gathering up some steel for us. So now we should be able to make... and while I was over there building the roads and whatnot, there's 6 of these. So I already ordered 1, so let's order like 5 more of those. And then just to get started, what are we going to need here? Glass. And oh, by the way, when you're asking about the vanilla, I don't think and that beep. My Verizon Fios internet battery backup went. I ordered one yesterday. So sorry if you hear that beep a couple more times. It's annoying to me too. But we'll take care of the beep. But you wouldn't need glass anyway in the vanilla, I don't think, for these. So there's a few little things like that do make it more complicated. But so far, like I said, it's not overly so. So we want to come down to our glass making. Let's take 100 glass and see. Now, if I'm remembering right, we're going to need at least... we got to balance this out. So I'm thinking with 6 of these, 2 oil refineries would be a fine thing, right? And we don't have enough iron and copper, but we should have enough glass on us now. So let's go back up and grab some iron and copper. So 2, let's 2 or 3, but 2 should be good to get us going. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of already liking the idea of 3. Yeah, let's take a bunch of this. Bunch of this for the moment. Some of it's going to be making a lot of pipes. All right, so, which is another thing we could probably talk about on our mall, but we're getting close to being able to blow up those cliffs, and we can maybe tighten them all up too. So let's do 3 of those. And then I'm thinking, like depending on exactly how we do it, this is where we should be producing the actual stuff we need, the chemical plants. So I'm thinking maybe let's get 9 of those. That's 1, 3, 4, 5. No, I think I just did 10. Whatever. So there we go. So we're making a bunch of stuff. Not the least of which is we have some of these big power poles. Let's go start talking about them. Now, at this point, I think I would just you know, we're going to have to move this power and put it in a better location. If we look at the map, I'm not sure exactly. This is where I want to get the car going. Just drive around and see if there's any more like good spots. Like we really don't have that much that close to us, which is a bit disappointing. All right, I probably should have picked my seed, but there we got some more coal up here, and we got some more coal here and here. So it might be nice to put our power up here. And the reason I'm thinking about that is would it change my opinion about how I run these lines that I'm about to run? And I don't necessarily think so. So let's not put it in line with, like I want to keep it so we could keep expanding that a little bit more. Well, you know what, we're not going to probably go, we can't really go past this coal anyway. So let's just go from here. You know what, we could actually, yeah, probably just do that for now. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that sooner rather than later. Yeah. All right, so I want to run this. I'm not sure exactly how this will be like a bus. Of course, it's just landing right smack in the middle of every road that we have, right? Is that in line? There you go. I think that's straight. Yeah, these meteorites are tearing some stuff up, aren't they? Yeah, I can't really... Yeah, down one. There you go. All right, get out of the way, tree. Good, fuel refining's finished. Man, there we go. We should be close now. That's where the long reach comes in handy. All right, and then good. So we use a lot less stuff to do that. So fuel refining was a definite, converter. Well, we can't get to those things. Can't get to the rocket fuel. Let's just do things we can do. Optics, yeah, they lead to other things. Yeah, solar power. We could definitely talk about some of that. Let's go with optics. It'll probably take like 10 seconds here, right? Yeah. So we'll come right back. Now, do we have our pump jacks? And I think I counted 6. So I would think. Now, when it comes to the oil, I'm thinking maybe we do our oil refineries down here in this square down below us. So maybe we'll turn the pipes, this way. Oops. This way, where we can run a pipe down here. We'll do this one down that way. We'll do that one that way, and this one that way. There we go. I think that covered all the oil, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, optics was pretty quick. You know what? Let's go for solar energy because it's just a good one to get. I don't know that we have a particular goal in mind, and then I think I'll take one more. Yeah, I don't want to put it right there. Let's put it here where it'll already cover these two. Oop, and then I didn't put it. Then I missed. Yeah, you know what? I don't like that spot. But you won't attach there. Okay. Yeah, let's go here. All right, will you cover too? Yes. But you're not attached to anything else. All right, well, that's fine. Being a little bit too cheap here, aren't I? Yeah, let's... I don't want this guy in the way of where I'm going to put a pipe. There, that's a little bit convoluted, but yeah, and then I need to make more pipes. All right, so where's... There, 100 more. All right, let me come back when these things are made. It won't be very long at all, and I just want to keep the video short, and we're going to run a pipeline down this way, and then under here. Do we have some bricks? Yeah, let me just keep it. This will probably be a proper roadway at some point, but good, it goes right through that cliff. All right, so we're going to make this down in this area. Yeah, we'll bring our oil in down this way, because this would be, in the future, when this oil runs out, we might even get rid of these, and this would be part of the bus. It's close to the water there, so I'm not sure that the bus really even needs to go over this far, but we'll put the oil refinery down into here. But let me just give it a minute for all this stuff to get built, and I may lay out a tiny bit of these things as they're built, and I'm waiting on the pipes. All right, see you guys in a minute. Okay, I'm not sure if this is everything we need, but I got some more pipes. I got some more undergrounds. Now, I did run the underground, so we'll see if we can't get this guy hooked up. And, of course, I put a pole right in the way. Yeah, you can go there. And you can go like this. And I think I'll just run... Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it works. All right, and then you're going to pick up there, and you're pumping. Are they all pumping for a minute? Yes, good. So they're all hooked up. And then we need to get the pipe here. It's nice the way that road went right past the cliff, isn't it? There we go. So now we're into this area. What I'd like to do is put a little bit of a buffer with a tank or two. Now, I've built as many tanks as I feel comfortable building. Let me just put that there for a minute. All right, so I'm thinking eventually that's a beeping. Eventually I would put that here. Maybe we get rid of this guy, right? And we put this guy here, and then we would have like this to keep it in line. And then if we wanted to, we could add another tank. Either which way. We don't really have to have a buffer, but and I think I may need more tanks before this is all said and done, but then we can... Well, let's see. Let's set the recipes up to make sure... Yeah, we need water, and of course I picked the... Yeah, can we jump? Yeah, good. Looks like I planned it. All right, so we'll jump like that, and then let's set up the rest of the recipes. Now, another research that we're going to want to get is going to be the cracking, advanced oil production, whatever it's called, right? But we need the blue science for that. So we would definitely want to get this at some point. But for now, we'll get what we can. And I don't know if the recipes have changed, but whether they have or they haven't, we're going to need... I think we're going to need in the past, we needed to get this running before you could get the other running. So we're going to have to go get water from someplace, which shouldn't be too bad. And I think I'd run it up this way. Right, and then how do we want to do this without being too in the way of anything in the future, right? So because I think we're going to go all the way over here and get our water. Is that, yeah, it's either that or all the way down here. So, yeah, let me run it up here. I don't want to really, now, you know what, would that attach? No. Yeah, so this should be fine. Right, and then do we have enough? I think we will. We have to run power all the way over here too. I don't really necessarily need to be killing trees. No. Can I make some more? I don't want to use up all of the pipes. I already did, didn't I? Yeah, let's see if that Oh, I need to make a thing. I should have done that first, I think. But this is kind of further than it looked. Oops, I lost it. There's the advantage to long reach. And I think we'll just do. Oh, what are you destroying there? Yeah, let's stop destroying stuff. Right. Oh, probably can't even put. Let's see. Can I make a pump? That's a different pump. Offshore pump. No, I need more iron. All right, let me go up. Let me go pause it again. Sorry about this. And then I'll restock. And actually on the way back, I will run the power back over to here because I think I'll just take the big poles like from wherever they're at. But it's going to be a lot of running around, and the episode's kind of getting long, and I'd really like to get this, I don't know, at least see some oil being produced. So I will see you guys in a minute. I'll pick up more electrical poles and supplies. Okay, I got big power poles run all the way down along our bus line there and then over to here. And you know what? I didn't make a offshore pump, but we should have plenty of stuff. So would have probably been good to do that on my way over here, but we should have, more of the things that we're going to need to get this going, including some basic supplies. So let's get this guy. No, yeah. Yeah, you won't go there. All right, sorry. All right, and then that, and then we need to get regular power pole. Oh, can't build it on the water. I don't see why not. All right, so let's head back over to our produce. Oh, and then we have to do some research. Let's get over there first. So we should have water for our process, and we should have oil. And then let's see. Well, it doesn't seem that far, but it certainly is further than it looks. It's fine. That's good. That means we have some room over there to do some more stuff, right? So now. Yeah, no power. Why are you... So the only thing I produce is petroleum gas. Yeah, I guess that's right, until we get that fracking. But, so in the future, these are going to come out of these other ones. So let's just start setting up to produce some petroleum gas. And then we're going to take that down this way. Now, in the future, I would anticipate petroleum gas coming down here. Let's take it so that it's off of this one. Right, and then, yeah, this is good because I don't have that many tanks anyway. Not much of a criteria, but right, so we'll do this. We don't really want to be right on that. Well, we can maybe get in there, especially when we get upgraded. I don't know if we're ever going to worry about that stone, but all right, so let's do this, and we can get this guy producing. All right, if we put a big pole in between, then in the future, it will cover, right? It will cover the, like if we have pumps here, like starting to balance things. Because one of the problems is this, when we start doing the advanced, we really need to be able to kind of control the flow of things a little bit better, unless you just really perfectly balance things. But there we go. So we're making petroleum. Now, what would we do? Oh, you know what? We didn't start another research. What would we do with our petroleum gas? Can we get sulfur from that, right? See, what else do we want to work on? One subject at a time. Weapon shooting speed. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this just for the sake of getting her done. Because we're going to go on a mission one of these days real soon. All right, so now we're doing this. Now, we want to make sulfur. So we're going to make it in a chemical plant with water and petroleum gas. Good. And then when it comes to the cliff explosives, are they here? No, they're military. No, regular. No, no, no. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need the explosives. So if we come back to here, so we're going to need coal, sulfur, and water, which will probably... We're not really that far. If you look, we're really not that far from where our iron is. So we'll probably bring this stuff over that way. Yeah, maybe down here. We'll see. But I think that'll be for the next episode. So let's just at least set up a little sulfur, and then we'll call it an episode. Right. If we do this, yeah, I don't want to be too far. Yeah, let's do that, and then we need to get our chemical plants. You know what? Yeah, I'll set it up this way for now. We'll do 2. But I also want to just look at how many of these do we actually need? Oh, come on. All right, I want you to make sulfur. All right, so what does that look like? So we're going to need, yep, of course I'm not in the right spot for that. Yeah, I'm just going to move it down a little bit because I need water to come in first, so we might as well just move it off of that stone a bit. What was it? Control click? Control shift? There's a way to copy these. I'll look it up. There we go. If it's a live stream, I'm sure you guys can tell me. All right, so we're going to do like this. Oh, they can't be right next to each other. Or else they'll attach water to... The water will attach to the petroleum. Right. There. So let's think about one other thing. So we need 60 petroleum gas. And what are these giving us? These are giving us 90. All right, so 90 times 3 is 270. And then we have 4 of these times 60 is 240. So we could use another one if we wanted to use up all of it, right? But for now, yeah, you know what? Let's do another one, just for the sake of not wasting. There we go. Oh, now we need to get power over here. Yeah, I don't want to put the power pole. Yeah, let's keep it at, so we could in the future have even more of these. I probably will put it like here. And then we're going to need, yeah, I think I can do every other. Good, because this will have to come out on a belt. All right, so that if we get water over here, which shouldn't be too incredibly difficult, we'll just jump it off of here. Hopefully we don't run out. Mess that up. Is that? Yeah, it's not ideal. Right, and then we'll, it's not attached to here, so it's fine. It's just, if we ever wanted to take the tanks up this way, that's sort of in the way. But we'll just redo it. It's only water. All right. So there we go. So now we should have... Oh, we don't have any... Oh, because we need another... There we go. So we're making some sulfur. So in the next episode, because we're just sort of running out of time here, we will take our sulfur. You know what? I haven't done... Here's something else for those of you guys who are very new to the game. Is I haven't done... You know, I might even just do it this way. All right, a belt balancer. Because when we're going a longer distance... All right, so that if we bring this guy in here, it'll put it on both sides of that belt. And I should be able to... Oh, this guy's already full. Good. There we go. So we're making sulfur. And, you know, the next step in the next episode, let's go back to, will be... So our goal is these cliff explosives, which I think we're really, really close to now. That's not the best way to do it. So we're going to do cliff explosives, which means here, not enough ingredients. So we need explosives. Can we make some manually? I don't want to make steel chests and that stuff. I'm fine with having an extra tank, but let's stop making things. No, because we have to do it in there because we can't hold water. So we're going to have to go get either some coal over to here to make these explosives, which... But then the other question is, what else do we need sulfur for? Right? Batteries, I think. We can't, I don't think, can we make batteries yet? Yeah, we don't need it for that. Where's batteries? No, I guess we can't make batteries yet, can we? But when we get to the point we make batteries, I'm pretty sure we're going to need the sulfur. So we can make solid fuel. I don't want to do that now. So we want to get to the fuel cracking. We want to get blue science done. We want to get these cliff explosives just so we can start blowing ourselves some paths. So let me think about where we'll run this in the next, you know, I don't think there'll be much space in between the episodes. Did we get another meteorite? Yeah, that's what's causing some of these problems. Is these darn meteorites. I think I want to the point, I think I even need to let's put this guy on the hot bar here for now. Right. Well, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got, you know, some oil production going. Not too overly impressive, but we'll come over here and we'll decide where we want to do this. I think we also may clear out some of these trees and start talking about the gray science and the blue science, at least, you know, sort of a temporary thing, because I know we need to make some grenades, which I think I would like to just make the gray science and then just pluck off some extra grenades off of that line. And we're also, let's see, let's go. Can we do gray science yet? No. So when we get here, yeah, we should really probably get this gray science going, which we need the piercing rounds, the grenades, and stone walls. So we'll talk about producing some gray science and seeing where it would be good to do that. Probably just over here for now. Another little temporary setup. We already have our... Yeah, and just really a little military setup would be good too, I think. We have the coal over here. So I'll think about it more. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye-bye.